Have you ever sent a text and then stared at your phone wondering, did that land? Did that totally backfire? You're texting someone you like. Maybe you've gone out once or twice. You had a good time. There's a spark. But now you're in the talking phase. You want to fan that spark into something more without killing the vibe or coming on too strong. This is where most guys get stuck. They either keep things too safe with boring small talk, dry check-ins, vague compliments, or they try too hard too soon and cross the line into awkward or desperate. So today I am giving you 5 word-for-word prompts that you can send right now to build real chemistry over text. The kind of messages that make her light up, laugh, replay it in her head, and think about seeing you again. These are perfect for the early stages of dating. We're talking like second or third date territory, and every single one of them is designed to create attraction without being overtly sexual, because teasing and tension are where magic lives. And yes, once you have established safety and you've got real mutual interest, then you can ramp it up. But early on, subtlety is what makes the biggest difference. Texting is more important today than it ever has been before. It is not just a side channel of communication. For most people, no matter what age you are or how you met, it is a major part of how the relationship forms, especially in the first few weeks or even months. It can be where familiarity builds, where you begin to form trust, where your curiosity grows. Now, I talk about this in my book. I have a whole chapter called Sex is Everywhere. You don't leave your sexuality behind when you sit at your desk, just like you don't leave it behind when you open your texts. It is part of you. Understanding how to bring it forward and when and how to integrate it so that it's just one part of you out of many can be the difference between having a fulfilling relationship and wondering why you never got a message back. Let's get into it. Number 1, the confident "I've been thinking about you" ping. Let's say you just had a great night with her. Maybe your first or second date. Maybe your first kiss. She smiled at you in a way that made you flutter. And the next day you want to say something, but you don't want to lay it on too thick. Here's the move. You say, "I keep thinking about that smile you gave me the other night." And if you want to make it a little cheeky, "I'm not gonna lie, I can't stop thinking about that smile you gave me the other night." This is confident. It's not needy. It's clear. It's personal. You're also not saying that she's pretty or she's hot or that you can't wait to see her again. You're actually referring to a specific moment that left an impression on you. She knows that you've been thinking about a moment that you shared with her. She knows that you're attracted to her. It's built into the message. But you're already announcing that there's something special that's already happened between you. You have a memory to go back to and you can't stop thinking about it. And hopefully that's true. This demonstrates a kind of emotional presence that a lot of women are craving. It actually demonstrates that you're paying attention. Which brings me to number 2, the playful, specific compliment. Let's say you've already established some rapport. You've been texting back and forth for a few days, maybe even a couple weeks. You're flirting, and now you want to turn up the heat while still keeping it classy. Try something like, "You're dangerously smart, and it's messing with my self-control." That's a compliment, yes, but it's not just a "you're hot" or "you looked good last night," or even like "I find you really intelligent." It goes a little deeper. It flatters her mind, yes, but it also teases your desire. An emoji, a little smirk, it's kind of like a wink. It lets you know that you're flirting, that you're not auditioning to be a friend. And here's the secret sauce. When you compliment a woman's intelligence or her humor, her insight, her wit, you're showing her that you see all of her and not just her body. And trust me, that goes a long way. All right, number 3, and this is so important. Let's talk about actually making plans. I saw a really funny short today where a guy was saying, like, you know how women are really into serial killers, true crime stuff. He said, like, this because serial killers make plans. They really make plans. They think about where they're gonna park, where the view of the camera is. It's not a good comparison. You're not a serial killer, but I did find it really funny because a lot of guys are really bad at making plans, partially because they're playing it safe. They'll say, like, "Want to hang out sometime?" or "Let me know when you're free." I guess that's fine if you like vagueness and hate specificity and you're good with sort of like staying in the wishy-washy unknown forever. But if you want to actually have a relationship and move things forward romantically, try something more like, "I want to see you. I'm thinking drinks on Friday, 7 p.m. Simple, clear, direct. Now, this is a little bit overplayed. I see it online all the time, like, guys, you gotta show leadership, yada, yada. But it's true. It's not just about like polarity or masculinity. It's about being polite. I'm trying to arrange a phone call with my group text right now. And every time I put out a number like Thursday at 7, one of my other girlfriends is like, I've got a double date on Thursday. I don't know if I can make it work. But like, what time can you make work then? Like, just be nice enough to like say 6 works. Like, I just need to schedule a call with 4 women and it's just so darn impossible. So like, be a good dude, be a good leader, but mostly just be a good human and give her something specific she can respond to. Maybe she says Thursday, not Friday. Maybe she says sushi, not drinks, but like start the conversation with something that is specific and committed. Women do not want to. I'm going to go so far as to say no one actually wants to, but women do not want to carry the mental load of planning every interaction. And when you step up and take the lead in a way that feels grounded and respectful, it feels amazing. It lets her relax. It lets her feel good about saying yes. Now, confidence isn't about being aggressive. It's about knowing what you want and inviting her into it. By the way, this can look like mind reading when you do it right. When you're like, hey, I can tell that you're kind of been stressed out this week and I'm going to take you on a date. Get dressed up. I'll pick you up at 8. You don't actually need to nail that much beyond that. Take me to pretty much any nice restaurant and I will feel like you knew exactly what I needed when I needed it and were taking care of me. Like, the bar's not that high, my guys. Also, and this is something I write a lot about in my book, the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. So if you can be clear here, she can assume that you're going to be clear in the bedroom too. By the way, if you want to have this flirty confidence be backed up with real foundational bedroom confidence, check out my book at hblsbook.com, because flirting is the foreplay to everything else. And my book shows you how to deliver with emotional depth, full body confidence, and real bedroom skills. Number 4, the you're on my mind ping. This one is all about spontaneous affection, the kind that is true and not performative. You're going about your day. You're not in a deep conversation over text. Maybe you're sipping your morning coffee or headed to the gym, and she does authentically pop into your mind. I love this kind of message. When my partner texts me during the day just to say, you are on my mind, I melt. It is simple, it's sweet, it's grounding. It's a little reminder that you matter and that they're thinking about you. Those tiny, thoughtful moments actually do a lot to build intimacy, more than any like perfectly crafted line ever could. You can pair it with some context, like, I was just making coffee and thinking about you. Hey, you popped into my head. I hope that you're having a great day. Now, an I miss you can also be amazing, but I wouldn't send it until your relationship has real momentum. Like, you've been seeing each other consistently, you've slept together, you're maybe exclusive, you've like established that you have a relationship to miss. If you send an I miss you before you have enough foundation to like miss another person, it can read a little creepy, needy. It might be true, but it's not what you want to send. I love an I miss you after like maybe you spent 2 nights together over the weekend. You're having such a good time that after your date on Friday night, you decided to continue all the way through Sunday morning. Like, maybe Tuesday is an appropriate time to say something like, I miss you. I miss that we got to, or like maybe the 10 minutes after you part, you say, I miss you. I don't know. Read the room, okay? One note about this. If you send this kind of spontaneous text, I miss you, I'm thinking about you, can't get you off my mind, and then you're not going to be available to have any kind of conversation, because remember, this is a text that you're sending in the middle of doing something else. You're on your way to the gym. You're drinking your coffee before you go into your first meeting. Just add, I gotta run into a meeting right now, but I just had to send that. That way she will know that you're not gonna be available to text her back. If you text her, hey, thinking about you, miss you, and then you're not available for like 6 more hours because you just boarded a transatlantic flight that she didn't know you were taking, she might feel a little ghosted in the conversation if she responds and then she hears nothing back. If you're not available to have any sort of communication exchanged after that, just give her a heads up. Like, hey, thinking about you, heading into a really busy day at work, or have a busy couple days at work. Hope you're doing well. I'll touch base on Tuesday. Shall we get drinks on Thursday evening, 6 p.m. at your place? Question mark. Done. Clean. Masculine. Landed. This brings me to number 5, the inside joke or callback. This one is playful, personal, and brilliant. Let's say on your last date, she ordered, I don't know, a gin and tonic with lemon, and you teased her a little bit, or maybe she teased herself for it, and it just became a moment, a shared thing that happened between you, a little smirk, a little like tickle at an inside joke. Something stood out. It wasn't just about the drink, it was the connection itself. Perhaps you made a joke about her liking pineapple on pizza, or she doesn't finish her fries. The next time that this comes up in your life, you send her a message like this. I just saw someone order a gin and tonic with lemon. Immediately judged them. Wink. I just saw someone order fries. Doubt they're gonna finish them. Or a meme about pineapple on pizza. Oh my gosh, I just saw this. Couldn't help but share it with you. When you send this, you are reminding her that you have chemistry and that you have something that is secret and private and personal. It says, you know the thing we did? That's our thing. Inside jokes are super powerful. They let you know that you are in a secret thing together that other people don't know about, which is, by the way, kind of the core of having a romantic relationship. Like, it's unique to the two people who are in it, and it always feels very special and insular. It lets her know that you are interested in continuing the connection that you've established. You're inviting her into the special thing that is the two of you. Before we conclude, I would just want to give you a few rapid fire bonus tips. Number one, use voice notes. Your tone is your sex appeal. A message that says, thinking about you is cute, but hearing you say, hey, I'm thinking about you is hot. It hits different. It's a lot more intimate. It's a lot more real. And it gives her a little window into your actual, like, real presence. Even a 7-second voice note can make it feel like you're more there, because vocal tones carry a lot of non-verbal cues that plain text just cannot. And yes, studies actually show that voice pitch shapes attraction. For example, one study found women on average rated men's voices as more attractive when they were lowered a little bit in pitch. Not cartoonishly deep, but just like anchored around it kind of deep. Bonus tip number 2, be playful, not pushy. Flirting is a dance. You're not trying to convince her of anything. You are creating an experience. A light tease, a smile in your text, you're in trouble is how you create tension that invites her in, but only if it feels authentic to you. If the language that I've used here or that anyone has ever used telling you how to send or what to send a text message, ditch it. Use your own, but take the advice behind the language. That's the part that really matters. Bonus tip number 3, never, and I mean never, apologize for being confident. Saying, I'm sorry if I was too much, kills the vibe unless you really have something to apologize for, in which case do it quickly. But if you are into her, own it. Say what you mean. Confidence is clear and it's magnetic. Now let me say this. Flirting over text message doesn't have to be complicated. It just has to be intentional. The right messages at the right time with the right energy can change everything. And if you want to take this further, not just flirt better, but actually perform better and feel more confident, then make sure you grab my book, Harder, Better, Longer, Stronger at hblsbook.com. It's both science-backed and practical. I'm Caitlin B, and I will see you here next week. Bye.